at my lunch. Yes. Am I too far? I hope I can be heard, because this camera does not let me install a mic. So I'll try to talk really loud. Let me just open this. I go to the gym, but I can't open shit. Yes, look at this beautiful chili oil. I'm gonna drown my food in this. Oh wait, I need to get water. I swear, I'm just straight chaos. I need to get water. 1 second. Okay, I'm back with my water. My fancy cup. Okay, so I wanted to do a Q&A since I've been talking a lot about, you know, therapy and feelings and stuff. I just want to do a Q&A so you guys can get to know me. And I have a list of questions. Let me take a first bite first. Let me just mix this up a little bit. Cheers. Oh, this is so good. Hold on. Man, I love to eat. You know, there are people out there when they get stressed out, they can't eat. Could not be me. So good. Okay, sorry. So the first question I have on my list is, what's the best advice a family member gave you growing up? I think my dad, I remember he told me as a kid that he wanted me to grow up and enjoy my life. He wanted me to be able to afford nice things and have a good time. I don't know if that's really advice per se, but it really made me want to be a better person and live the life he came here to give me. Yeah. The next question is, how do you like to be comforted when you're sad or upset? I think it really depends on the situation, but usually I like to, if I get upset, I usually like isolate myself, because I don't say nice things when I'm upset or angry. So it's beneficial if I isolate myself to just kind of calm down, because I don't want to say anything that may hurt somebody. If the situation's out of my control, or like no one did anything to me and I just so happen to get upset, like I broke something or something didn't go the way I thought it would, whatever, I think I like to just hang out with my friends. I was actually really upset the other day. I was just frustrated. I was just so frustrated. And when I hung out with my friends and I went to the gym and stuff, I felt a lot better after. So yeah, and food. Oh, I don't know if you can hear, but my ice machine is going off, but let me just eat while that's going. Do you think I can finish this? I don't know if I can finish this. I'm pretty hungry though, but what's the hardest lesson you've ever had to learn? I don't know if like I have the hardest. I have like a list of things that I think that were pretty hard, like, you know, main events that happened in my life, like canon events, like my car accident and all that stuff. My car accident, going away for college. When I was 22, I was dating someone and I was very young. And I'm not very proud of this, but I met someone at work and I pretty much like emotionally cheated on the person that I was seeing, and he found out, and when he found out. Obviously we broke up and he was like very upset, but I think seeing how much I hurt somebody, like I was capable of doing that, it like scared me. And it was very hard for me because I really hurt that person and I really wish I didn't do what I did. But of course, you know, it was a big lesson. And I think I saw this guy on TikTok talking about people cheating and stuff. And I think he says something along the lines of, if you don't tell if you can't see how much you hurt that person, you're gonna do it again. Yes. And I think that is so true, because I've seen examples of it within my circle of people like straying, and I guess they're doing it because they know it will hurt the other person, but they don't actually know how much it will hurt the other person. So I think seeing it firsthand, I was like, I'm never doing that again. And I can gladly say I've never did it again. So improvement, growth, right? The next one is, who has been a big influence on you? I am so easily influenced, depending on what it is, but I think of course my family is the biggest thing, because you know, the whole thing with my mom, it's kind of crazy because I feel like I was given two sides of a coin. I had my mom, who I did not want to be like, and I wanted to be, and then I had my dad, who I wanted to be like. And my mom she's not currently with anyone. I don't know the details of her like relationships. I don't know why it failed and stuff. I'm not trying to, you know, talk shit or drag her. Not my business. But I know she was like struggling and she was very unhappy. So I didn't want to be like that. And with my dad, he had his wife and they were very happy. Like I met his wife when I was like 9. So I've known her for like my whole life, and you know, I never see them argue, I never see them fight, and I was like, damn, I want that. Like I want that. So I had an example of what I didn't want and what I did want. So I think that really helped, and I thought that was kind of cool that I was able to see both. So I kind of had like a guide, right? But yeah, definitely my family. Let me take a bite. So good. I also eat pretty healthy, so this is like a cheat meal for me. Oh no. This is like it's summertime, so I'm kind of letting loose. But I'm really good on the weekdays. But this is so good. Can you tell I love to eat? Okay. Something you regret. I don't really regret anything per se, because I feel like everything that has happened in my life has worked out. Even though it was like bad things that has happened to me, I feel like they all happened for a reason. It built me to who I am today. So I don't really regret my actions, even though, I mean, I have made mistakes, and we're all human, we all make mistakes, right? So I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm just saying I've made mistakes. And honestly, I've said this over and over again to like all my friends, like I would go through everything in my life again because it led me up to this moment, to this point with everyone I have in my life now. If I were to regret one thing, maybe I just wish I stood up for myself more in certain situations. Because sometimes people really deserve a fuck you. Yeah. Who do you wish you could reconnect with? Nobody. Nobody. Oh, see, say hi. Can you see? No, you see his little nose. He's begging me for food. Nobody. Because if you left my life, it has to be for a reason. Don't come back. The door is closed. Goodbye. That's how I see it. Take another bite. I'm making my way through this plate, guys. You know, I also want to add to that one question, what comforts me when I'm upset? Food. If a bitch is sad, take me out to eat, I'll be fine. Um, what have you learned about friendships this year? I've learned a lot about friendships. I think friendships are one of the biggest like lessons in my life. Not lessons, but I definitely learned that you have different friends for different things. Like sometimes, like there are friends that you travel with and there are friends that you wouldn't travel with. There are certain friends you tell certain things to. There's certain, like you can't treat every friend the same, if that makes sense. Because every friendship I have with each of my friends are different. I have my best friend and like I bother her so much and like we talk here and there. I mean, she leaves me in red, but like we've been friends for so long that like I don't like those things don't bother me. It might bother some people, but those things don't really bother me. I just think it's funny. But definitely I want to say the one thing I learned is nobody is perfect. I know I keep saying that, but everyone has like qualities and traits that may annoy you, but that doesn't mean like you should stop being their friend for those things. You know, if like a person keeps doing this, a person keeps doing that, like little qualities, not how do I say this? Of course, if a friend is always like making snide remarks and like belittling you, of course, like those things. But if someone is just like, if they have like a weird tick or like they do certain things, like they like to be loud and sing and like it bothers you, like I don't think those things are, you know, worthy of ending a friendship and stuff. But I know a lot of friendships are subjective, so it's always like a case-by-case basis depending on what situations you have going on. But I'm starting to ramble now, but I love all my friends and I love friends. I still love my friends that aren't my friends anymore. You know, they were a good part of my life when I needed it, and you know, things happen. I truly believe that like not everyone is meant to stay in your life and people are here for seasons, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I know everyone wants to be like best friends and friends forever, but you know, there's just, everyone goes through different phases, everyone grows at different rates, and everyone has different priorities. Sometimes you outgrow each other, and sometimes there are ones that get to stay for the whole ride. But I think it's okay if not everyone is there the whole way, the whole journey. If you think about it, back in the old days, right, before technology, before social media, like if this person traveled to a town, they'll meet great people, and then when they leave that town, they'll never see them again. You know, I think that's what life is like, all like experiencing people and things, and having new experiences as well. So I don't know if that makes sense, but this sauce is so good. They laced it with cocaine or something, but well, I bet you, my friends who are watching this, I bet you they're talking shit because they know I do not eat like this. I'm such an obnoxious eater with my friends, and they hate it. They hate hearing me chew. You know, I'm trying to be more well-mannered for the video. What do you think is the most annoying quality a person can have? I say this with the utmost love, but I really don't like it when people are late. I really don't like it when people are late. Of course, like if you're taking a train or you're driving, there's traffic and it's like out of your control, that's fine. That's, you know, understandable. But I don't like it when people are late, because if you tell me a certain time, I will literally plan my whole day. Like if we have dinner at 7, right? Or we have lunch at 12, I would tell myself, okay, I'll wake up at like 8. I'll wake up at 8, lay in bed for 30 minutes, and then, I don't know, I feel like I'm the only one that does this. I will literally wake up and then lay in bed and then 30 minutes, and then I'll get up and then I'll have a coffee or something, and then I'll brush my teeth, get ready. So then it takes me about like an hour to get ready, do my hair and stuff. So I'll be ready. If I start getting ready by 9, I'll be done by 10. And I really need to use the bathroom before I leave, so maybe I'll nibble on a snack to make sure like I digest and I use the bathroom before I leave. Excuse me. Then I will give 30 minutes about travel time, so I will be there on time. So it really bothers me when people are late, because I feel like I'm respecting your time, but if you're like dilly-dallying, or you're like oh shit, like oh it's time to go, like I forgot, I just feel like you're not respecting my time. I just, yeah, it's okay if you're late here and there, but I definitely have friends who make being late like their personality, and it's not. I'm not gonna not be their friend. I just, you know, I just know what to expect. I just personally just don't like it when people are late. I also hate being late. I get very stressed out when I know I'm about to be late. I don't know if I don't think I can finish this. That would have been crazy if I could finish this though, right? I used to be able to eat so much. I used to be able to finish this. I feel like as I get older, I'm eating less or something. Oh, this sauce is so good. What? What do you think you'll be doing exactly 10 years from now? Hold on, I need to think about this. Wow. So when I was 20, I was thinking that by 25 I would like get married, I would have kids and have a house by 25 or something. I don't know, that weird American dream shit, right? Now I'm 30, I don't have any of that, and that's okay. I'm just trying to say life does not go as you plan. So I really have been trying to go in the flow. But I'm 30 now, and that's crazy to think in 10 years I'll be 40. Because I literally just turned 30, and the 20s went by quick. Definitely went by quick. If 10 years felt like 3. Yeah. But I guess by 40, I hope maybe I'll have a kid or 2. Yeah, God, I don't know, that sounds so scary. Not scary, it just sounds so unreal, because I am a lot closer to these things now than I was at 20. So the realer it is, the scarier it is. Not like in a bad way, but you know, life is happening. Life is happening. But hopefully in 10 years, I will have children, I'll be married, I'll be living my dream life in the West Coast or the South. Hopefully I will be able to quit my job and have a successful YouTube channel. That's all I can think of. Life is crazy. Life will throw you so much shit, you know? Okay, one more bite. If you were a ghost, how would you haunt people? I think that's funny. I don't think I would haunt people. I think I would like annoy them. I think like if I were to haunt like my enemy or something, I'll just move their shit around. Where your glasses at, I'll move it. Your remote, I'll throw it somewhere. I think I would be like so annoying. But since we're talking about ghosts, I kind of want to talk about. So my grandpa, right? My grandpa is a psychic. And if you don't like that shit, you can like skip over this, but I don't give a fuck. So my grandpa can see ghosts. He can see spirits and stuff. And it's like so crazy. I love listening to the stories. He told me that spirits, there's no such thing as like time. They don't know like what time it is. There's no time. And I really thought that was very interesting. I know like everyone has like those crazy stories, but this is what he told me. He was like, oh, they're not like scary. I'm sure maybe there are like instances, right? But I'm not trying to have a debate or like draw a controversy here. I'm just telling what he said to me. He was like, oh, you know, they're not like how Hollywood makes them to be, but they're not Casper either. That's what he said. So that was also interesting. I said I'm gonna stop. I can't stop. Okay. What's the worst advice you've ever gotten? I don't think this is like the worst advice I've gotten. I honestly don't really know what advice I've gotten because I don't really ask for advice per se. But I saw like there was this point in time where there was this trend on TikTok where it was like, oh, you will never be young and in Paris again, so book that trip or whatever. Yes and no. I agree with that. Yes and no. I do agree that you should have fun, but I feel like you should also be responsible with your finances. And I only say this because I spent a lot of money and I was like in debt and stuff and all that shit. So yes, money does come back, but I didn't have the luxury of having my parents like help me. I mean, my parents, like, my dad paid for my tuition, but I don't really ask him for money. Like if I do, it's like $100 or something, but I rarely, maybe I asked him for money once. My dad was also so fucking cheap. Like that's the truth, and he admits it, so it's not like I'm saying anything bad. But I'm trying to say is, I'm on my own. So if I spend the money, like no one's gonna replenish it for me but me. You know? I definitely am very jealous. Not like in a bad way. I'm so jealous of my friends who have parents that help them. And my dad has paid for my trip, he cooks, you know. I'm not saying he doesn't do anything for me, but if my friends go on trips, their parents give them money. Like I paid, after college, I got the car myself. I got my own car myself. My dad maybe helped me with like $1,000 for the down payment. He tricked me. Let me tell you the story actually. This is a core memory for me. So when I was graduating, my dad told me that he's gonna get me a car as a gift. So we ended up splitting the down payment. It was like $40K. So I put down 2, he put down 2. And the car payment back in the day, my Nissan was like $200, $220, whatever. He gave me $1,000. And then after like 5 months, when the $1,000 was up, I called him and I was like, hey, like, can you give me another 1,000? And he's like, oh, you work now, right? You can pay for it yourself. Yo, my guy tricked me. I was like, damn, I thought this was my present. Why? Like, yeah. I was actually kind of mad about that. Yeah, got my own car. And then when I had my gallbladder taken out, I paid for the hospital bill myself. My dad helped me pay, but I had to beg him to help me pay. What else? Yeah, apartments and stuff. I did everything myself. Wow. Give myself a pat on the back. No, my dad's very lucky I did not need to rely on him. I'm almost done. But I think I'm gonna stop. I'm getting full. But yeah, that was fun. I really like doing this. I think I might do this again. I hope those Q&A questions were fun and I was able to talk about other stuff from my usual, you know, chats. I also really like to cook. I think I'll make like more cooking videos or like what I eat in a day, because like gym and stuff too. My friend suggested I do that because he said he would watch it, so yeah. Thanks for tuning in and I hope to see you guys again. One more bite, I promise. So good. Oh, now the sun decides to come out. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You guys are just watching me eat. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching. I really, really do appreciate the people who take the time to watch my videos and commenting. And thanks for making me feel like it's not too late to start new things. Love you guys.